and welcome back to the 410. My name is Adrian, I'm your host, and I'm very excited to bring you the first ever Martin Luther King edition here at the 410. This one actually is the first edition of our 410 Rising Stars edition as well, and it's also our first edition of the 410 Local Superstars edition as well. All of that tied into one. I'm very excited to bring this to you. I haven't been able to sleep with the Ravens on tap to go to Buffalo, but before we get to handling that business over there in Buffalo, I need your full attention on this. Hey, there's not a lot of times that we get to talk about positive things, but today I want to bring to you a very positive situation. A very close friend of mine, his name is Mr. Ronald Coursey Jr. He's by way of Oakland Mills. Mr. Ronald Coursey, me and him met in 7th grade on the basketball court. Out in Howard County, I went to Ellicott Mills for 7th grade, and first day of school, lunchtime, right after lunch, everybody goes outside and we play. So me, play ball a little bit, go right to the court. That's what I'm going to be doing. And there's a guy out there, and he's picking the teams. He's telling them how much they're going up to. He's showing them where the boundaries are. He's literally like coordinating the recess activity. And that gentleman was Mr. Ronald Coursey Jr. And so I say that to say he's been doing this same type of thing since as long as I've known him, really something that's been engraved into him. So it's no surprise to me that he's doing this. I'm very proud of him, and that's why I wanted to share this with you today here on the 410. Once again, if you like this, please like it, please share it, and please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Please, let's grow this. I'm telling you, this is going to be a great thing to grow here in the days to come. So, Mr. Ronald Coursey Jr., he grew up in Columbia, Maryland, went to Ellicott Mills, like I said, with me. And then after that, he went to Howard High School, where he played JV in the Willie Spence era. And for those of y'all that know Coach Spence, you know that those were the funniest years of your basketball career. There was no coach more funny than Mr. Willie Spence himself. Shout out to Coach Spence. Coach Spence was a baller back in the day down in Florida. I got to look in to see where Coach Spence is at, see if I can hunt him down here. After that, Ronald moved on, went to the University of Pittsburgh, where he ended up getting a BA in history. And there at Pittsburgh is where he met the next addition to his life, would be the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. He's very active and very proud member of that fraternity. Wanted me to also share that I know that they get some negative connotations surrounded by being in that fraternity sometimes, but he wanted me to share this with you. But when you research the illustrious history, all of the prominent members, and the tremendous impact the fraternity has in the black community, it inspires him to be a better version of himself for his people. So what he's saying is that there are some negativity surrounded around that fraternity, but if you look into it a little bit more, there's so much positive aspects to it, they outweigh any negative aspects that you will hear about. After leaving Pittsburgh, he then went on to Frostburg State, where he received an MBA and an MED. Hopefully I said that correctly. Then moving on from there, after graduating with those credentials there, he then went on to become the Woodland Hills AD, where he did a masterful job out there. And then I know that they wish they still had him there. But then, of course, the way God moves, he's a family man. And so there was an opportunity for him to come a little closer to the house, here at the 410. So he was able to move on to the York High School and become their athletic director, and actually now has set up a wonderful showcase for the weekend, Hoops for Harmony, where we have actually 10 teams here from the 410 representing us. And I'm going to go through all 10 of those teams here in just a bit, but I just wanted to share a few things from Mr. Coursey. He's very busy getting things together for the showcase, but he had a couple minutes to leave me with a few things that I wanted to share with you from him, because once again, I want to highlight people that are doing positive things in the community, because we get a lot of this negativity out here, and there's a whole lot of positivity going on that needs to be shared. So this is right from Mr. Coursey himself. My calling has always been to help educate and guide students, helping them reach their aspirations, especially African American students who may not have the support system in place to achieve their ultimate goals. I love my job as an athletic director because I get to do that every day. I get to use athletics as a teaching tool and as a mechanism for navigating all of life's challenges. Well said, well said. Last but not least, Mr. Coursey wanted me to share this with you as well. So I'll read this straight from him. The most important people on this planet to me are my family. They are the reason that I have been able to have the success that I've had throughout my life. I'm blessed to have the parents that I have who have laid a strong foundation for me to stand upon. My siblings have served as friends, confidants, and supporters. And my wife has lifted me to higher levels than I ever could have dreamed possible. I'd be nothing without my family. Mr. Coursey and me, we share that same sentiment. I'd be nothing without my family too. Well said, bro. So now, you got me tearing up over here, man. So now we're going to move on to the showcase. If you're not doing anything before the game, I highly recommend you check it out. Man, we got some great players going down there, and we need to bring the chip back here to the 410, guys. So we got 10 of y'all going down there. Only one of you can come back with the chip, but one of you got to come back with the chip. Let's go through it. If you like this, like it, share it, subscribe to 410.
Pledge in which people, when they come in, can choose to sign. And we want to send a message to the world that we are united and we're together, and that there is more that unites us than divides us and separates us. It's a basketball showcase, and we're going to play good basketball. But the goal is for the kids and the participants and even the fans to walk away with so much more. Just in honor of Dr. King's dream, in honor of his birthday weekend, and make sure that people walk away with being satisfied from the basketball, but also being satisfied in terms of something that is good for the human race.
All right, first up we have Lansdowne head coach Stephen Coursey going out there. Mr. Trevor Howard been getting busy lately. Hopefully they can make a run and try to bring the chip back to the 410. He looks like he's primed and ready to go. Yeah, that's a nice one there. He plays defense, offense, all-around game, 6'4" guard, ready to get busy at the next level. He has a little help, Mr. Sajin Babu. This gentleman here, he's not playing around. He's averaging 8 blocks a game. St. Francis, of course, and Mr. Josiah Kennedy going up there, top 26 in the nation. Know he's going to do his thing. At Mount Zion, we have Maryland commit Christy Jeffrey going up there. Know he's going to do his thing. And then hopefully it'll be his running mate soon, Mr. Mason Ellison, also considering going to Maryland. Next up, we got Amari Witherspoon going to Pittsburgh next year. Newtown to be in the building. My prayers out to Newtown from my cousin. Glen Oak Country School, Mr. Pat Curtin be showing up this weekend. Calvert Hall, you have Mr. McLaren Latoga. He's going to be going up there doing his best Steph Curry impression. Then you have Xavier Riley going out there from McDonough, going to put in some work under the glass. And then last but not least, 7, Mr. Jacob Randall going to go out there and let his light shine. We also have Jamal Murray's alma mater going to be there, Orangeville Prep, straight from Canada. So big names, be there this weekend.